Hi, good morning, good afternoon. I am Prophet Kiana with a Bible teacher today, and today's Bible teaching is titled Rosh Tevet Daily Offerings. Rosh Tevet Daily Offerings for the year 5786. Rosh Tevet Daily Offerings for the year 5786. So, Holy Spirit, allow me to be able to be filled with everything truthful to be released all through this message. Allow me to release word for word everything that needs to be spoken and delivered, how it needs to be released into this message to be able to deliver it, how the Father would like for it to be delivered as well as spoken. Guide me through in obedience to the Father. What's up, everybody? So today, today is Rosh Tabit. And so fast began. It is a dry fast. Began at sundown today and will end on December 21st at nightfall. And so this is a dry fast. And so I will be over in the book of Numbers, chapter 28, verse 1. And so this is about doing what's pleasing to the Lord, what He has commanded, and what He has put on your heart, and what He has blessed you to receive, as well as to be able to have throughout the year. So this is doing what is pleasing in the sight of the Lord. So Lord, I come before you, God, to ask that you allow us to be covered in our hearts, our minds, as well as our thoughts as we partake in this dry fast, to cover us from harm as well as anything coming against us of wickedness or demonic or anything being conjured up against us as well as formed up against us. Be blocked from coming against us, trying to attack as well as affect, as well as trying to stop us from being able to come forth and do what is pleasing in your sight. I ask God, if it's your will, to cover us and shelter us, your will, in the name of Jesus. And so the Lord said to Moses, so the Lord is having a conversation with his prophet Moses, who he has raised up to be able to bring his people out of bondage, slavery. Give this command. So now he's going into further detail of what needs to be done. A command needs to be given to the Israelites and say to them, so people who cried out for God, wanted to be saved, wanted to be free, goes into further detail of what needs to be spoken to the Israelites. Make sure that you present to me at the appointed time. Appointed time means holy days, festivals, and seasons that God established for the people of Israel. So, at this specific time, the Lord will shepherd his prophet to know what is needed to be given and released unto him that will be pleasing in his sight for his appointed day. So the Lord shepherd you, his prophet, to allow his prophet to know what is needed to be given, what needs to be released, as well as what needs to be able to receive through your obedience. My food offerings as an aroma pleasing to me. So by doing what is commanded to be done unto the Lord for his appointed day will be pleasing to him, not to others, but to him. Obedience is better than sacrifice. What good is your obedience if I don't have your sacrifice? What good is your sacrifice if I don't have your obedience? Say to them, this is the food offering you are to present to the Lord. So goes into further detail of what needs to be offered, presented to the Lord. 2 lambs a year old without defect. So the Lord allows his prophet to know what needs to be given for the specific appointed time, appointed holy day. Without defect means physical or moral imperfection that makes someone or something unsuitable as a regular burnt offering each day. So goes to show us whatever you're offering, whatever you're presenting unto the Lord, that it needs to be done for each day. The Lord will direct and guide you to what is need to be done. He shepherd you through what needs to be released, what needs to be given unto him to please him, to be able to do what he has commanded. Offer 1 lamb in the morning and the other at twilight. So goes into further detail. The Lord allows you to know how it needs to be given unto him, the sacrifice, the offering. Whatever you do in the morning, it needs to be done at night as well. Whatever you're releasing unto the Lord, because the Lord gives what? In abundance. He's a big God, not a little God. He don't do nothing little. It's always big. And you cannot beat God's giving. Together with a grain offering of a tenth of an ephah of the finest flour mixed with a quarter of a hin of oil from pressed olives. Tenth is your tithes. So this is about your offerings and tithes that needs to be given at this time for this fast. Whatever the Lord has blessed you to do, to be able to receive, whether it's financial, give it unto him. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running it over for your good. Of an empire of the finest flour mixed with a quarter of hin oil. This is measurement. So whatever you given, your scales have to be balanced and measure out whatever you given unto the Lord as a offering or tithes. It has to be balanced and measure out. So your offerings or your tithes has to match with each other. Whatever you given, it has to be the same. It goes to show us that whatever you sacrifice, it has to be the same. If you're doing something, a fast, it needs to be from morning to night. Whatever you give and whatever you sacrifice unto the Lord to be able to do what is pleasing in his sight, you have to do it with scales being balanced and measure out. This is the regular burnt offering instituted. So this is needed to be done for each new moon and new month. And daily offerings as well. So, instituted means in Hebrew to establish or found. So this is something that has been already established in Mount Sinai as a pleasing aroma. Mount Sinai is the place where the Israelites met with God upon leaving Egypt. So it's a place where you need to do what is needed to be done to please the Lord. A food offering presented to the Lord. The company drink offering is to be a quarter hen or a fermented drink with each lamb. So now goes into further details to allow us to know what needs to be offered. Additionally, with each lamb that needs to be given, one in the morning, one at night. Whatever you're sacrificing, whatever you're giving up for your offering, your tithes needs to match, needs to balance out. Your scales have to balance and measure out. Whatever you give, it needs to be the same. And your fast, your offering, your tithes need to be the same, needs to be balanced. So there's another offering that needs to be given. So the Lord shepherd you through to allow you to know what needs to be given, what needs to be released, as well as what needs to be offered up, as well as to be able to do what's pleasing in His sight. Pour out the drink offering to the Lord at the sanctuary. Sanctuary is a sacred place. Or a holy place where you worship the Lord. Offer the second lamb at twilight, along with the same kind of grain offering and drink offering that you offer in the morning. So whatever you did in the morning as your offering unto the Lord needs to be the same at night. That's why the scales have to be balanced and they have to measure out. This is a food offering and aroma pleasing to the Lord. This is pleasing unto the Lord for you to do what is pleasing in His sight for His holy days. And festivals and seasons. So, whatever you give, your scales have to be balanced and measure out. Your offerings and tithes have to be balanced and measure out. Whatever you're giving in your offering needs to match with your tithes. Whatever you're giving in your tithes needs to match with your offerings. So, goes to show you what is need to be given as well as delivered unto the Lord as well as sacrifice unto the Lord on His set aside holy days. So I don't know who needs to hear this message, but Holy Spirit allowed to go forth, so will.